All right, so we're talking tension, pain in the neck and traps due to increased rucking and load. So a couple things. Get your lacrosse ball. Kind of squishy, but definitely harder than a tennis ball. And a band. So with lacrosse ball, we're going to crush the trap and then the lat that goes around the shoulder blade. So if you take your thumb or have a buddy take your thumb, their thumb, that meaty portion that's around the bone of the shoulder, we're going to crush that out, right? So we're going to start either on the wall or on the floor. And what we're going to do is take the ball, put it against the wall, and then we're just going to roll around that shoulder blade, right? So you find a knot, you're going to stay there, pulse back and forth, up and down, left and right, and then go searching for knots all around that bone. Right? So what I'm talking about, come here, babe. What I'm talking about is that if you, this shoulder, that's bone, right? We're talking the meaty portion that goes around the shoulder blade. We're going to lean into the wall, and we're going to push, we're going to find a knot, and we're going to work our way finding knots all the way around that shoulder blade. Right? So that's one. We can do it on the wall. This is only going on YouTube. So you can do it on the wall. If you want to increase the pressure, if you're feeling froggy, you can do it on the floor. Use your heels, bridge your hips up. It puts even more pressure and pain into the shoulder. Next thing, staying with a lacrosse ball, you're going to find a doorway or something you can put your head through. We're going to take that same lacrosse ball, we're going to put it on the trap, push into that door frame, and now I'm just going to move. Crossball is going to move just a little bit, and now I'm going to move my arm up and down, left and right, 90-degree angle, 45-degree angle. We're just going to keep moving that arm around while we're moving that ball slightly. Right? Remember, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side, even if it doesn't hurt. So we're just literally moving that arm up and down into angles, right, with that ball pressing into that door frame. Does that make sense? Now, once we're there, we got some knots done and out of the way. We're going to grab a band, and we're going to hook it low, like ankle height low. Move this down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Ankle height low. And then I'm going to put my wrist in. Now remember, a muscle under tension can't stretch. When you put your wrist in, you're going to wrap it so that way I can pull. I can pull without grabbing, right? Because if I have to grab onto the band and then try to stretch, it doesn't work. So I'm going to do a little do-si-do all the way around. So now I'm pulling away from the rig. Pulling away from the rig. Other hand's going to come on top. I'm going to grab my head and I'm going to pull. I don't even know if I'm on camera yet. I'm going to pull opposite direction. So you see how this hand, my right arm, is open? Right? If I was to grab it, now the shoulder's under tension, the trap is under tension, and it doesn't stretch. That hand needs to be open. That's why it's important to wrap that band. And we're just going to pull. Right? Again, 90 seconds or so. Whatever she was doing, she was being a pain in the ass. Right? 90 seconds to 2 minutes each side. Consistent pressure. You're going to try to breathe through. Would you stop? Right. Then we're going to go overhead. We're going to go overhead. That's the last of, again, wrap the wrist. We're going to walk back as far as we can. away from the rig. Again, hand is open so the lat can stretch. Same side banded leg. We're going to step back and then over. Non-banded arm is going to come through the window, and I'm going to try to rotate as much as I can until the stretching arm is over the ear. And then I'm just going to sit here, let the band do the work. The longer you sit here, the closer that hand should be pulled towards the rig or whatever anchor point you're using. Again, 90 seconds to 2 minutes, breathing, let the band do all the work. Try those, see if those help. Love you, bye.